Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Intermediate. All right, welcome back. Welcome to Intermediate Class 37. Yes, Class 37. We were practicing yesterday with as many and questions and answers. Are there as many people in Spain as in the United States? También se puede decir, we can also say, are there as many people in Spain as there are in the United States? No, there aren't as many people in Spain as there are in the United States. Are there as many people in France as in the USA? The USA, the United States. In fact, we usually say the US rather than the USA. No, there aren't as many people in France as in the US. Are there as many Eskimos in Hawaii as in Alaska? No, there aren't as many Eskimos in Hawaii as in Alaska. Are there as many tourists in the city as on the beach? No, there aren't as many tourists in the city as on the beach. Does Canada have as many olive trees as Andalusia? No. No, certainly not. Canada doesn't have as many olive trees as Andalusia. Do you have as many friends as the king? Excuse me, I have a question here. Be sure to answer me now. Do you have as many friends as the king? The king has a lot of friends. I don't know. Personally, I don't have as many friends as the king. Maybe you do. I don't know. Are there as many cars in Toledo as in Madrid? No, there aren't as many cars in Toledo as in Madrid. Do you have as many servants as the king? No, I don't have as many servants as the king. Do you have as many problems with English as your mother? ¿Qué nivel tiene tu madre? Nivel de inglés. Nada. She doesn't speak English? Oh. So you can say, no, I don't have as many problems with English as my mother. You can say, my mother speaks perfect English, but your mother, maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Maybe your mother speaks excellent English. Maybe she's studying with you in this course. Who knows? Can you hear me? Excuse me, can you hear me? ¿Me oyes? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Of course I can hear. Can you hear what I'm saying? So the verb to hear, oír, to hear, to hear. Can you hear what I'm saying? Are you listening to me? Yes, I'm listening to you. Because sometimes you're listening, but you can't hear me. Because maybe the radio, if the coverage isn't very good, and you're listening in your car, and you drive into a tunnel, maybe you're listening, you're making the effort, estás escuchando, but you're listening, but you can't hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yes, I can hear you. Yes, oh good, I'm glad. Today I hear, yesterday I heard. Did you hear the news? Yes, I heard the news. It was good news. I heard the news. Great, I'm glad. So hear and listen. Listen is escuchar, to make the effort. But be careful with the pronunciation. Hear, heard, heard. I want to hear that D, heard. I heard the news. I heard the news. She heard the news. We heard the news with the D, okay? Very important. Okay. So that was just a little review of what we saw yesterday. And now it's time to move on. Word of the day. Ooh, yes, it is time for our word of the day. The word of the day. The word of the day today is, bueno, en español, indemnización por despedido. ¿Cómo se dice eso en inglés? How do you say that in English? How do you say that in English? Indemnización por despedido. Severance pay. severance. So we have the verb to sever, which is basically to cut. He severed the chicken in two. He cut it in two. To cut, to sever. So imagine you're with the company and then you are severed from the company. You are cut from the company. So it is your severance. Severance, to sever, to be cut. So you're cut from the company. You're removed, so you receive a special payment called your severance pay. So the verb to sever, the noun, el sustantivo, the noun is severance. Severance pay. It's a special pay for your severance from the company. All right. Oh boy. The verb, we have a special verb right now. To feel. To feel. Did you feel fine yesterday? Yes, Kyle, I felt fine yesterday. Pronunciation. What? Pronunciation. Yes, it is time for a little bit of pronunciation here. Every day I feel, and yesterday I felt. Now, the reason I think it's important, this pronunciation, is because I want to hear that T. I felt. Did you feel fine yesterday? Yes, I felt fine yesterday. Did you feel well yesterday? Yes, I felt well yesterday. So we have a difference between feeling fine and feeling well. Fine means good. If I feel fine, I say I'm feeling good. I'm in a good mood. Things are good. I'm happy. I feel fine. I feel great. But if I say I feel well, then I'm talking about my health. I'm not feeling so well. In the negative. I would never say I'm not feeling fine. No. I'm not feeling so well. Ooh, it means I'm feeling a bit ill. I'm driving in my car between Covadonga and Cangas de Onís on those windy roads. Oh, I'm not feeling so well. I'm not feeling so well. My stomach is bothering me. I feel like I'm going to be sick. Stop the car. Oh, stop the car. Stop the car. Stop the car. I feel like I'm going to be sick. Yeah, I think I'm going to be sick. Oh, better. Thank you for stopping. I felt like I was going to be sick. I felt like I was going to be sick. I didn't feel well. It was my health, right? Did you feel like sleeping last night? Yes, I felt like sleeping last night. Yes, I felt like sleeping last night. Did you feel like taking a break last Friday? Yes, I felt like taking a break last Friday. Did you feel like going on holidays last summer? Yes, I felt like going on holidays last summer. Do you feel good? Yes, I feel good. Did you feel good yesterday? Yes, I felt good yesterday. I felt great yesterday. Did you feel good? Yes, I felt great. Well, wonderful. Did Alonso feel good after winning the F1 championship a few years ago? Did he feel good? Sure, of course he did. He felt great. Right? So we're not talking about his health. Did he feel good? Yeah. Did he feel fine? Yeah, he felt fine. But we're not talking about his health. He felt well. Well, that's his health. But he felt good. He was excited. He was happy because he won the Formula One championship. Yes. Did you feel like a new person this morning? Did you wake up and say, "Hello, world, I feel like a new person. Let's do it. Let's have a great day." Did you feel like a new person? No, I didn't feel like a new person. Oh. I got up early. I got up at about 7 o'clock this morning, and I didn't feel like a new person. I felt okay, though. I felt good. I didn't feel energetic this morning because I was tired. So I felt like going back to bed. So to feel like is apetecer. I felt like going back to bed. I feel like having a cup of coffee. Me apetece un café. I feel like having a cup of coffee. I feel like taking a break. I felt like taking a break 10 minutes ago, too. And I still feel like taking a break. I felt like it. I felt like having a sandwich before this class because I was so hungry. I felt like having a sandwich. I felt like having a snack. I just felt like having a snack, you know? Do you feel ill after a long drive? Yes, I feel ill I feel ill. Sometimes. Did you feel ill after the trip? Yeah, yes, I felt ill. I felt a little bit ill after the trip. It's true. I felt a little bit ill after the trip. So to feel, every day I feel, yesterday I felt. With that nice T sound. Don't forget to pronounce that beautiful T sound. Vocabulary of the day. Oh yeah, you heard it. It's time for the vocabulary of the day. ¿Cómo se dice en inglés? How do you say in English? ¿Cómo si? As if. Ooh, and this is a nice one. As if. He acts as if he's the king of the world. He acts as if he's in charge of everything. He acts as if he's the boss, but he is not. He acts as if. Como si? As if. Yes, as if. He acts as if he were in charge of everything. But he's not. He just acts that way. Hacia atrás. Backwards. Backwards. And you have to put your car in, marcha atrás, reverse. You put your car in reverse to go backwards, to drive backwards, to back up. We say back up. You're going to have to back up if you want to fit into that parking space. You're going to have to drive backwards. I hate driving backwards, but sometimes you have to do it. To drive backwards. Yeah. Breve. Brief. Brief. Breve. Brief. That's right. Brief. We will take a brief break. After this class, we will take a brief break for some commercials, for some news, for some words from our sponsors. We will take a brief commercial break, and then we will be back. But we're not going to take that break yet. I'm going to keep talking for at least 5 more minutes before we take a break. So don't stop listening now. In fact, during the break, keep listening, because you might discover something new and interesting. Okay, during our brief break. It's very brief. You don't even you only have time to go to the toilet. Really, and be quick. Make sure you go briefly. If you have to go to the toilet, do it briefly during the commercial break. Take a brief break, because we're going to come back very soon with the advanced class, and you don't want to miss it. Trust me, it's going to be fantastic. Brief is our word here. Constantemente. Constantly. He's constantly talking about his country. Am I constantly talking about Canada? People say, yeah, I like Kyle's shows, but he is constantly talking about Canada. He's constantly going on and on and on about Canada. He doesn't stop. He is constantly, non-stop, constantemente, constantly talking about Canada. Impreso, formulario. Form. Formulario, form, que fácil, ¿no? Form, más corto. English is easy, right? Form. Rellenar, to fill out. To fill out a form. I don't like filling out forms. Rellenar impresos, to fill out forms. I don't like filling out forms, but like everyone, sometimes I have to. Sometimes it's necessary. Right? Okay. Now the last thing, last but not least, the last thing I want to talk about today is the use of the article. The. And my students say, Kyle, I don't understand this. And this is a little bit tricky, but it's a question of things being specific or general. Elephants are big. They are. Elephants are big. The elephants on Mars, and not this, the elephants on Mars are small. Elephants. The elephants in Africa are gray. The elephants in Asia are brown. Okay, so I'm talking about a specific group of elephants. The elephants in Africa. Now, there are many, many elephants in Africa. But still, I'm making it somehow specific. I'm not talking about all elephants. Therefore, I must use the article. Okay? The elephants in Africa are gray. The elephants in Asia are brown. Elephants are big. Elephants are big. It's true. Elephants are heavy. They're heavy. They weigh a lot. Elephants weigh a lot. Pesan muchos. They weigh a lot. People like chocolate. The people here like chocolate a lot. The people in Belgium eat a lot of it. People need food and water. People need food and water. The people here like beer. Yeah. They need water, but they like beer. People need food and water. Everybody. We need it. People in general, right? Most people like sports. The people in Spain like football. The people in Canada like hockey. People like sports. I shouldn't say that because it's not true. Not everybody likes sports, but most people. I can say most people like sports. And I do not have to say the most of the people. When I use most, I do not use the article. Pay attention to that. Most people like sports. The people in Spain like football. Well, most of the people in Spain like football. Right? So I'm talking about people in general. But then la mayoría, I can say most. But I don't have to use the article. I can if I want. But again, if it's specific, I will use the article. Most of the people in Spain like football. Most people like sports. Most people like some kind of sport. Most of the people here like football. Okay? It can be a little bit tricky, but think of that. It's a question of being specific or being general. When we're talking about any group, a defined group, a subset of the entire population, then we need the article. In general, we don't need the article. When we're generalizing all people, right? People need food. It's true. The people here are hungry. The people here love football. The people here work hard. Okay? We're out of time, so I'm going to leave you, but thank you so much for joining me. Keep listening. We'll be right back after a brief pause. We will be back with the advanced class, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.